I know what you're already trying to type in the comment section. Which day did Infinix release the Hot 60? Was it not just last week? Well, that's your argument, you and Infinix. What I'm holding is the Infinix Hot 70, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this phone, from the massive 6000 mAh battery with 45-watt charging support all the way down to the single 50 megapixel camera at the back. There are also some things that I don't like about the phone, and you are going to know everything in this video. Let's start from the beginning, which is the box, and it has a new design, a combination of white and other colors. Inside, you're going to get everything that you need: a 45-watt charging brick with a USB A to C cable, an earpiece. But I'm kind of curious, do you still use this earpiece in the box, or maybe you're someone that rather go and spend extra to buy a wireless earbud? There are also some papers in the box. You get this TPU case that matches the color of the phone, which is a nice touch and impressive from Infinix. That is basically everything you need to get started when you get the phone right out of the box. You don't need to spend a single naira. I paid 106,000 naira to buy the Infinix Hot 70, which is roughly $150, and it is for the model with 4 gigs RAM and 128 gigs of storage space. There are different storage options, including one that has up to 8 gigs RAM and 256 gigs of storage space. I doubt if that one is going to be available in Nigeria. The RAM type and storage type on the Hot 70 is LPDDR4X and UFS 2.2, which is the standard for most phones around its price category. Maybe I might compare the Hot 70 to the Spark 50. If you guys want that video, let me know in the comment section. And kindly subscribe to the channel. We are closing in on 100,000 subs, and it will mean the world to me if we cross that milestone. Thank you. For design and build quality, I'm going to say the Infinix Hot 70 looks clean and minimal. It is lightweight and feels good to hold in the hand. I have the dye blue color option here. It looks good, but there are more interesting colorways out there, including the thermal orange that maybe some of you have seen. That one has a color changing back. If you kind of put it in a very cold place, it is going to change the color to maybe a darker shade of orange. The edges are slightly curved, which makes it sit comfortably in my palm without poking inside it. And at the back, we have a single camera and an IR blaster. I know you guys are going to think the second thing at the back is a camera. We also have the active halo light that flashes for notifications, calls, and other things at the back of this phone. There is this ring outside the camera cutout, and I wish that part was the active halo. It would have been awesome. On the right side, we have 3 buttons, including this orange button that is called the one tap button. For a while now, Infinix phones come with this particular button, and it serves as a shortcut to carry out different functions on the phone. The functions of the button can be changed in the settings of the Infinix Hot 70. The fingerprint scanner is also by the side, and it functions well. This phone has stereo speakers, and they sound really good, and the stereo speaker is actually something that kind of differentiates it from other phones around this price point. The Infinix Hot 70 supports dual 4G SIM cards, plus you're going to get a slot for memory card on the SIM tray. The phone also has an IP65 water and dust resistance rating, and the rating doesn't make the phone waterproof, and I'm going to advise you not to allow this phone to kind of drop inside water. What it is rated for is just water splashes. Overall, I feel the design is okay, especially how light the phone is to hold in the hand. The Infinix Hot 70 comes with a 6.78-inch IPS LCD display with 720p resolution and 120Hz refresh rate. But only a few apps can take advantage of the complete 120Hz refresh rate. And the 720p resolution on this display is not smooth. Honestly, if I could eat my cake and have it, I would have wanted 1080p resolution on this display. If you stare on this display long enough, you're going to notice the details are not quite sharp on the screen. But the truth is, you just cannot have everything else. Infinix had to cut some corners to keep the price competitive. And if you are watching movies or content on the screen, it's quite decent. Colors appear detailed enough, but it's not quite up there if you're used to using OLED screens like AMOLED displays. The display is responsive to touch, and the refresh rate also makes scrolling feels fluid. For me, the screen resolution is the biggest problem at this price point, but everything else about the display is okay. The Infinix Hot 70 is powered by the MediaTek Helio G100, which translates to daily smooth performance when carrying out normal things on your phone like calls, scrolling through social media, switching between apps, and browsing through the web. You do get occasional lags here and there when you kind of, heavily press the phone and all, but it is there to kind of let you know that the Infinix Hot 70 is a budget phone. That is why you even have that kind of chipset in the first place. It is also not advisable for someone who wants to run demanding games to buy this phone, but casual games are going to be fine on the Infinix Hot 70. I feel the Helio G100 is the standard at this price point. It is also using UFS 2.2 memory type, which is reasonably proven to hold up well on budget phones that cost less than $200 or $150. Now let's talk about software on the Infinix Hot 70. It is running on Android 16 based on XOS 16. It is typical Infinix OS that we are used to, glow space for the drop down menu and notification shades, and you also get a bit of the glow space within the entire UI. App icons look sharp and animations are smooth across the UI. There is no picture in picture or split screen on the Hot 70, which I think is a big miss, as users always love having this feature. There is this always on display, but I doubt if we can call it always on display because it doesn't last more than 10 seconds. It just trips off. When you get the phone, there are some pre-installed apps. As usual with Infinix phones, bloatwares are going to always be there. Some of them can be removed, while others you just have to live with them in peace. In the settings of this phone, there is a dedicated Infinix AI section, and interestingly, Infinix is one of the brands out there that gives you useful AI features under 200,000 naira. There is also an AI eraser and AI image extender in the gallery app, and you can use this feature to extend or erase some things in the picture. Quite impressive for a phone that costs less than $150. Next up is the camera. We have a single 50 megapixel lens at the back of this phone, and up front we have a single 8 megapixel lens. In terms of camera quality, in good lighting conditions, the pictures are very okay, well detailed, colors are well balanced. Using the camera on the Infinix Hot 70, you can get pictures that you can post on social media. Even the portrait mode in well-lit environments are very okay. Low light is where the struggle is clear. You begin to see noise in the pictures, and the post-processing also over-sharpens the picture to make up for areas that are not well lit. The pictures you get for what you are paying shouldn't be a surprise, to be honest. It can compete with all the phones around its price in terms of camera quality. Now, for selfies, it is more of the same. In areas with good light, the pictures appear good and usable for social media and even posting on WhatsApp here and there. And when you go into areas with low light, the pictures fall apart. You can shoot 2K videos with the front and back camera of the Infinix Hot 70, and there is no there is no form of stabilization here. The battery on the Infinix Hot 70 is probably one of the best things about the phone. 6000 mAh battery packed in a phone that is comfortable to hold in the hand. If battery life is your priority on a phone, then the Hot 70 will pass that check mark easily. You can use this phone heavily and it will last for an entire day. The charging speed is also very fast. For a 6000 mAh battery to charge from 0 to 100% in less than 60 minutes is reasonably fast. If you're a casual user, you can easily get 2 days or even more of battery on this phone, which is impressive. So that is the Infinix Hot 70, a phone that does the most important things well. Battery life is exceptional, the design is clean, and for the price, you're getting a lot on the phone. The AI features alone are something you would not expect to find on a phone that costs less than 200,000 naira. The areas it falls short are not surprises. The 720p display is something that you are going to notice if you stay long enough. Gaming is not its strength. I'm going to repeat, don't buy this phone and expect it to play, the most demanding games. It is going to play minimal ones, but, Call of Duty and the rest will not really go well. Low light photography is going to remind you of the price tag. No picture in picture mode or split screen is also another miss that I feel Infinix should not have left out at this price. But if you are buying this phone for the basics, calls, social media, content consumption, mobile banking, checking through different apps, you're going to get a full day without hunting for a power bank. That is impressive. At 186,000 naira, it sits in a category where it has real competition, and I'm going to love to compare it with the Tecno Spark 50. And if you want to see that video, drop a comment below and let me know. Also, if you have any questions or want explanations about something I didn't talk about on the Hot 70, feel free to use the comment section, and I'm going to see you in the next one.